Hi students, this is Vijay Lakshmi Naik. Today we are going to deal with the class 7 geography chapter 1 environment. Dear students, environment, this word is derived from the French word environner. Means neighborhood. So environment, this word is derived from the French word environner, means neighborhood. Then what is environment? Whatever we see in our surrounding is called environment. So our environment is everything that surrounds us, from the mountains, trees, buildings, bridges, roads, vehicles, even people. So as a result, I can tell you that environment is a combination of both natural and as well as a human-made phenomena. Environment is our basic life support system. It provides the air we breathe, the water we drink, the land where we live. Okay. Environment can be broadly classified into natural and human environment. Okay. Environment can broadly be classified into natural environment and human environment. So, natural environment consists of all the objects created by nature like land, water, air, forest, all. Okay. So, natural environment consists of all the objects which are created by nature like air, land, water, all. Okay. Natural environment is everything that is not human made comes under natural environment. Natural environment encompasses all living and non-living things occurring naturally, meaning in this case not artificial. So land, air, water, plants, animals all comprise the natural environment. And it refers to both biotic and abiotic conditions which exist on the earth. As I told you, the natural environment refers to both biotic and abiotic conditions existing on the earth. Biotic are all of the living things such as plants, animals, all. So, biotic means the world of living organisms. Abiotic are the non-living parts of the environment that can often have a major influence on living organism. Abiotic factors include water, sunlight, oxygen, soil, etc. So, biotic means all living organisms. Abiotic or non-living things. Okay. Non-living elements. Biotic or living organism included all living organism. Abiotic included all non-living elements. Okay. Now let us learn about the components of environment. environment are natural, human, human made. Natural components of environment are natural, human, and then human made components. Okay.
There are mainly three components of the environment. They are natural, human, and human made components. Natural components of environment means, in easy way we can say that land, water, air and living things. Land means lithosphere, water means hydrosphere, air means atmosphere, and when all these three merged, they form the biosphere, where the living organisms can exist, means life can exist. Then human components of environment. The component of human would be an individual, then comes family, then community, and there are numerous factors which affect a person. Example, religion, culture, level of education and political situation. All these things affect human mentally. All these factors are human factors. Then human made components. These are made by human beings. These are the physical factors which we have established. For example, buildings, parks, industries, vehicles, etc.
Now let us learn about the domains of the natural environment. Domains of the environment are, first one, lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, then biosphere. Okay, domains of the environment are lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and then biosphere. First now let us learn one by one. Okay. Lithosphere is the solid crust or hard top layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks and minerals, and lithosphere is covered by the thin layer of the soil. It is an irregular surfaces with various landforms such as mountains, plains, valleys, then plateaus. Okay.
Lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks and minerals and covered by a thin layer of soil. You can see in this picture. It is an irregular surfaces with various landforms such as mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, and landforms are found over the continents and also on the ocean floors. So lithosphere is the domain that provides us forest, grassland for grazing, land for agriculture and human settlements.
The next, hydrosphere. The domain of water is referred as hydrosphere. Okay.
Hydrosphere comprises various sources of water and different types of water bodies like rivers, lakes, seas, oceans, etc. It is essential for all living organisms.
And the next is Atmosphere. The atmosphere is the thin layer of the air that surrounds the earth. The thin layer of the air that surrounds the earth is called as an atmosphere. Okay.
Thin layer of air that surrounds the earth is called the atmosphere. The gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around it. Atmosphere protects us from the harmful rays and scorching heat of the sun. It consists of a number of gases like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and dust and water vapor. So the changes in the atmosphere produce the changes in the weather and climate.
Then the last one is biosphere. Okay, plant and animal kingdom together make the biosphere.
Look at this picture. Biosphere is the narrow zone of the earth where land, water and air interact with each other to support life. All life makes up the biosphere. The biosphere is all parts of and around the planet Earth where life can be found. It reaches way up into the sky where birds fly and deep down into the ocean trenches that microorganisms call home. So, the biosphere includes all living things from plants and animals to fungi and bacteria, and place you can find life on or around the earth.
Next, let us know about the ecosystem. Then, what is an ecosystem? Right?
Ecosystem is a system formed by the interaction of all living organisms with each other and with the physical and chemical factors of the environment in which they live, all linked by transfer of energy and material. So, all plants, animals and human beings depend on each other. The relation between different living organisms as well as the relation between the organisms and their surroundings form an ecosystem. There could be an ecosystem of large rainforest, grasslands, deserts, mountains, lakes, rivers, oceans and even a small pond.
Now, human environment. Means the environment which is created by the human. Okay, the environment which is created by the human means it's a man-made environment. Human beings interact with the environment and started to modify the environment to fulfill their requirements or their needs. Okay. So,
dear students, as I told you, we can see in this picture how the human beings interacted with the environment and modify the environment according to their needs. We can say the human made things, it means which are created by the human beings. This is what? Human environment. Students, early humans adapted themselves to the natural surroundings. They led a simple life and fulfilled their requirements from the nature around them. They did not disturb the environment. But with the time needs grew and became more varied. Humans learn new ways to use and change environment. They learn to grow crops, domesticate animals and lead a settled life. And the wheel was invented so that transportation became faster and barter system emerged Barter system means it is a trade in which goods are exchanged without the use of money. So before, people used to exchange the things without the use of money. Then trade started and commerce developed. Industrial revolution enabled large scale production. Then information technology made communication easier and speedy across the world. So all these are created by human beings. So this is called, or this environment is called, human environment. Dear students, there should be a perfect balance is necessary between the natural environment and human environment, because human activity is the major cause of environmental changes. Environment degradation has an impact not only on human beings but on all species and most natural system. So human beings are disturbing the our natural environment. And we people are depend on natural environment, because natural environment is serves as the basic life support system. It provides us air, water, land, all. So it is important to maintain a perfect harmony between human and natural environment.
Okay students, we have completed the lesson here. So I hope you have understood the lesson very well. So let's meet in the next class. Bye and have a nice day.